Breast cancer is on the rise for women and even for a small percentage of men. A new shocking discovery by researchers has revealed that nearly 200 breast cancer-linked chemicals are found in your everyday food packaging. Rates of early-onset breast cancer in women under 50 are increasing, and experts say the trend cannot be explained by genetics alone. First, I'll break down what this groundbreaking study revealed and why you should care about these forever chemicals you're consuming all the time. I'll then share actionable steps that you can take today to minimize your exposure and to help prevent cancer. I'll also touch on the FDA's part in all of this. So here's what the study found. The Food Packaging Forum in Zurich, Switzerland, along with Silent Spring Institute, discovered that nearly 200 chemicals linked to breast cancer are commonly used in food packaging and plastic tableware. Shockingly, 76 of these chemicals are classified as carcinogens and can migrate into the food we eat and our bodies, presenting an often overlooked risk for breast cancer. Many of these substances are also hormone disruptors, affecting all genders, and some even have the potential to damage DNA. Damaged DNA has the ability to cause cancer. Back in 2007, Silent Spring identified 216 chemicals that caused mammary tumors in rodents, a standard test for toxicity. By January 2024, that list grew to 921 potential carcinogens, including 642 that can stimulate estrogen or progesterone production, both recognized risk factors for breast cancer. Before I go into the specifics of the study, you must know that the FDA has been under fire for its failure to act quickly on health concerns about nearly 14,000 chemicals known to be added to food alone. You might be asking, why are these chemicals legally allowed in and around our food anyway? The answer lies in the vast amount of regulatory gaps that the U.S. food industry is facing. Consumers are expected to keep up with scientific research to know which chemicals to avoid. But the responsibility should fall on regulatory agencies to acknowledge these dangers and to take appropriate action, like banning harmful chemicals. Now, the study was published in the Frontiers in Toxicology journal and focused on the link between chemicals, women's health, and breast cancer. Specifically, they studied the carcinogenic chemicals in materials in packaging that come into contact with food, such as plastics like containers and saran wrap, paper, cardboard, styrofoam, and even disposable coffee cups. These chemicals prevent grease and moisture from soaking through. Shockingly, 89 suspected carcinogens were found in paper and cardboard containers. Coffee cups have a plastic layer glued to the paper that helps the material stay strong and waterproof, for example. These forever chemicals, or PFAS, are endocrine disruptors and don't break down in your body or the environment. In other words, they alter your hormones and are not only linked to breast cancer, but also to other severe health issues like high cholesterol, cardiovascular diseases, and reduced immune response to vaccines. Now, here are the actionable steps you can take to limit exposure to these carcinogens. First, store and heat food in glass instead of plastic. Those TV dinners are so convenient, but let's be strong about this. Consider bringing your own glass container to restaurants to store your leftovers in. Use a refillable water bottle made of glass. Avoid nonstick pans, which are usually coated with PFAS that can leach into foods while cooking. To minimize exposure to DNA-damaging chemicals, try to avoid burning or charring meats like beef, pork, fish, or poultry, as grilling at high temperatures or directly over an open flame can produce harmful compounds. Using a ventilation fan while cooking can also help reduce these risks. Did you know that chemicals from non-glass containers can actually accumulate in the fatty tissues of meat? Trimming fat from meats is an effective way to reduce exposure to PCBs, a type of forever chemical commonly found in packaging. PCBs tend to build up in fat, so it's best to remove both the fat and skin from meat and fish before cooking and drain off any fat that forms during preparation. Lastly, choose organic produce, meats, and dairy, which are generally exposed to fewer pesticides and additives. Removing forever chemicals from food packaging is a major opportunity for cancer prevention. The Food and Drug Administration has acknowledged the need to reevaluate its stance on chemicals in food packaging, but has been criticized for acting too slowly. Now, I want to hear from you. How do you think the US FDA should respond to this crisis? And will you be swapping your plastic containers for glass? Thank you for watching and learning about this important topic. Let's spread the word by sharing this video with your loved ones. Until next time, stay well, my friends.